All right. Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor Alonzo Hall, your social media insurance broker. And I've returned today to bring class to session. Uh, and everyone, do not forget to hit that like button as you come in. Thank you, Melita, the moderator extraordinaire. Uh, Wonderful young lady. And Malika, make sure you put your links in there. Um, so everyone, I want y'all to go to her Etsy, her Instagram, or her pages. I'm doing well, Malika. I'm getting ready to teach some class because I have been getting encouraging words from a lot of places, from a lot of people very similar to you, my champions, right? We got champions and contenders. And I got a bunch of people who apparently want to hear a little bit about what I have to say. Um, why? Probably because it's not the same old same, right? We're kind of tired of those circular conversations, right? I don't care about Keisha and Gloctavius anymore, right? So what I want to do is help you get right, right? Hold on one second here. Let me change the position of my phone. Now that my phone's in the thing. So I want to help you get right. And I tell all my clients that they'll help me get rich, but only if it benefits them more. And I stand by that, right? You might call it cocky or whatever, but it is what it is. The reason for that is because the more I help you, the more you'll tell more people about it. And then that helps me. And then I help more people, right? Um, Now, I may go off on a little bit of a rant from the other day. Why? Because I think I shared it on my community tab, but a Columbia professor apparently came with some statistics about black men that uh the actuality is better than the optics. And so, that tends to be cool, but is it that we're so scattered, or is it that our population is so minuscule? Right? So shout out to Dr. Mark because, like he said, I just kind of shoot from the hip, right? And yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out Malika's Etsy page. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. So, you know, everything is a learning experience sometimes, right? And the reason that I say that is because with what I do, it's a learning experience, right? I posted some statistics about financial literacy, and black people came in dead last. Now, what does that mean, right? Because all things are not created equal, right? What was the size of the study? Well, all things created equal, likely not. What were the questions skewed toward? Because many, like standardized tests, are very ambiguous, and they're skewed one way or the other. That may be one issue. Um, and so because there's less black people, we're more apt to not have access to things that can help us uh, save and accumulate wealth and or money, right? And there's a couple of things that I want to talk about in that because Dr. Mark said some great things, and I appreciate him for saying it. But I noticed that one of the things that not just myself but all life insurance people do, right? Well, two things that a lot, I won't say all, but a lot of life insurance people do, or financial advisors, period. Right? Number one is they sell death insurance as opposed to life insurance, right? Because they're always like, what if something happens? Who are you going to leave stuff to? Who are you going to leave stuff to? And then the answer is, well, I ain't got nobody to leave nothing to. And then you go, okay, well, you can live off of the benefits of the insurance policy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what's even worse than something happening and you dying, right? Is something happening and you living. And actually, I have a client who I met through these YouTube streets. A few of these clients that I met through these YouTube streets, huh? But he, when he sat with me, I was pushing for him to get uh, what I call paycheck insurance, which is disability insurance. And the reason that that's important is because, again, what if something happens and you live? So most people will tell you about living benefits in your life insurance, which is cool, but living benefits on your life insurance take care of illness, not injury. So what does that mean? Right? That means that if I get sick, then there's money for me. Up to 75% of my death benefit, tax free. So if I have $100,000 death benefit, right? I got $100,000 policy, right? And I get sick in the parameters. I'm not going through all the parameters. I'm just going through. And I get the sickness that qualifies to be sick under the policy. I could get up to $75,000 tax free, right, to live off of or whatever. But if I get injured, I don't get nothing. So my client, when I sat with him, because of the industry he works in, I was like, yo, bro, I work with a lot of people in your industry. Shit happens every day, B. You need to fucks with this disability insurance. He was like, nah, I'm good, son. Be that ass with me. Is you hey, what's going on, Quinn? Be that ass with me. Is you well, he don't speak like a New Yorker, I do. But he was like, be serious. Is this I said, look, because I tell people all the time, we talk about disability insurance, and realistically, it's just an opportunity for the agent to get another sale. So I don't really bother people with disability insurance. Part of it is because I don't want to do all the paperwork, right? Which is fucked up because it's a way to make money, right? I'd get paid for you buying it. Um, but disability insurance is paycheck insurance. So if you get hurt on your job, yes, you have workman's comp. You might even have short term disability. Shit, you might even have long term disability. But most of your jobs, because most of America is not white collar, don't get me wrong, there are millions of Americans who are. Most Americans who are not white collar are not gonna have a type of policy that doesn't pay off the job, right? So workman's comp will pay you if you're off the job. Excuse me, if you're on the job and you get injured, but not if you're off the job and you get injured. So this guy got hurt off the job. What happened? He was on his way home from work. La 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 la. Oh, it's traffic. All right. Oh shit. Let me slow down. Let me stop. Okay. Damn, traffic backed up. Okay. 18 wheeler, a Big Mac truck comes driving up 35 miles an hour, slowing down, but it's a Big Mac truck, smacks him in the back. A truck that big has a very heavy impact, so his car was totaled. Well, guess what? He slipped 2 discs in his back. So now, guess what he can't do? Go back to work. Had he had disability insurance, If he had to go back to work, at least the disability, well, he would probably wouldn't have to go back to work because the disability insurance would pay for him to be able to be out of work. Now, there's different levels to it, obviously. It's just like when you get a credit card. This is why I hate when they tell you, oh, I got to play on credit. Why? Because there's different levels to credit cards. Right? What they need to do, see, niggas don't know how to scam for real. Let me tell you, watch any professional fucking corporate advertisement that tells you about some money, right? They'll never tell you, like these dumb niggas on LLC Twitter, oh, uh, you go create an LLC and you could get $150,000 business loan. Go to any bank, right? Go to Google.com right the fuck now. Right? Not now, but right now. And type in these words. Right? But find a loan, a bank loan, and you will see that they will tell you, when you see the offers, oh, 25,000, 50,000, 150,000, you'll see in small letters up to. So they can give you anywhere from 0 to whatever the number, to the 150,000 or whatever it is. But that's how slick the game is. I don't know if y'all saw my other video where I destroyed the what is it? The options trader course guy. He's like, "Oh, hey, I see everybody left to go to Google right now. Ha, that's funny." Um, but when I told the options trader, "Hey, what about that $25,000 minimum?" And he was like, "Oh, and then I showed y'all, it's quite ironic how he showed and underlined and put a star next to the $25,000. Right? I saw he was not standing on business. No, a lot of people don't be standing on business. Right? I understand why people diminish having certain licenses, but having the licensure does mean at least that you have some knowledge of the product. Or shit, at least testing for the licensure. Because oftentimes testing for a lot of these licenses is not easy. Right? People, shit, JFK failed the bar, what, 7 times? Right? So you look at it and it's like, man, this stuff is crazy. Like, you got all these extra scabalabbers, and it's hurtful because they're the ones that grow the most. And, well, it's not hurtful. It's actually ironic because I watch them too. But you know who else watches them? People like JT the Pocket Watcher. Why? Because someone has to police people, right? Otherwise, they would just run amok. When people are getting hurt, you have to start policing people, right? Because you don't want you and yours getting hurt, right? So more people will get together and ban on truth and justice than some bullshit. But what happens is bullshit spreads. Like, right now on Ike Ojiamian's channel, They're having a men's panel. They're talking about some things. But the difficulty that I noticed about that space is it's a lot of niggas going into tech, and everybody's like tech, tech, tech. And I get it, tech is important. But it ain't that many motherfucking mainframes in the world. And let's be honest, if your name ain't Gurdeep, you ain't getting into tech like that. Not in certain places. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying that there aren't going to be a few of us there. But if you've gone to college for programming and shit, then you know the help and shit is not all the way there. They actually practice off-brand nepotism or something Patel. Am I mad? Hell nah. We just need to learn it. I saw somebody today on YouTube, and they did a video talking about Bron James Jr. being ushered into the NBA. Oh, it's nepotism. It's not his talent. I ain't gonna hold you. I watched the video, but I did comment because nepotism is something that runs rampant as shit like the NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, WNBA, MLS, right? There's a lot of different shit that's crossed over. Heinz Ketchup family owns the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? Robert Kraft, fucking the Models. We need some nepotism, right? I was ranting about this the other day, even if it's not. Oh shit. Why am I late? Come on. All right. Even if it's off-brand nepotism. Hey, listen, my my nephew needs a job, but I cut grass for a living, and I have a landscaping company, but he don't want to cut grass. All right, well, what does he want to do? Well, I know you got a dog grooming company, and I want to see if maybe you could let him work there for a week and see if you could hire him and find if he likes that. All right, cool. I'm gonna pay a minimum wage. You know, uh, it's gonna be that tra tra tra. All right, cool. I have him show up Monday at after school. All right, cool. Right? That's nepotism. We have to understand when we start businesses or clothing lines, either we do or we don't want our children to go into them. Think about it, brothers. Why the fuck would this nigga T.I. son his son? You ain't no gangster da tra tra. I'ma choke you out. Alright. So I'm gonna get the hungry ass hooligans to run up on you. Cause see, remember, he grew up his whole life seeing you tote guns, go to jail, talk about slinging drugs, fucking bitches, and then come home to this lavish mansion. I love you, baby. Right? We tend to want our sons to get into the business that we get into. So what's prevalent and popular today? Talking the same shit. That's what them kids are doing. Right? So what did you expect? I do the same shit like Lil Boosie sons is gangster. So that must mean T.I. that you ain't gangster. And you had to son your son because you was like, oh shit, if I don't uh uh thank you, Malika. If I don't If I don't what am I trying to say? If I don't be gangster, or if my son is gangster but I ain't gangster, then I'm gonna be fucked up. So I gotta make sure my son ain't gangster. Cause Big Meech's son sure is gangster. Lil Boosie's son sure is gangster. So how is it that these other folks, and he thinks people are scared of him, but they don't want to deal with his father. Right, but here's the thing. If they don't want to deal with his father, then his gangster should put hands down to his son. You see, that's a failure there, as we don't see the Yakuza do that. He grooms his son to be the next in line, right? You don't see, you know, what don't you see? You might see that with white boy gangs, like biker gangs, but you don't see, yeah, you see them still grooming their sons for it. Or they'll tell them to stay the fuck away from it, right? But they won't publicly do that shit to their kid if they gangster. Lil Boosie son is gangster. What he Tootie Raw, whatever, right? Jadakiss son, ain't nobody took Jadakiss son. You ain't Jadakiss son out there doing it, right? So okay, we have the connections in rap music to put each other on stage and perform our minstrel show. But do we have the ability to do things like LeBron James did and create entire empires? Let's create some more businesses together, fellas. I feel you, it ain't easy, right? So, you know, since T.I. don't have no place to put his son, T.I.'s other kids are grinding on the stage or playing instruments. Yeah, I mean, I get it. So his son is trying to do his own thing. He's the youngest one. Remember, he's the baby of the bunch, right? So he got doted on a little differently. I get it. But, T.I. also did also try to let him be a man. So I get, saying, hey, don't be smelling your nuts. But, you gotta, you have to, if you're gonna be super gangster the whole time through, then pass it down. The Corleones in The Godfather. Did he punk his son or did he pull his son up to be the next in command? Right? He would put his son through the ranks. Hey, listen, you ain't the Don yet, you're the son of the Don. But listen, you could work your way up. Now listen, you're pond scum right now, so go outside and sweep up the back lot. That's what we're gonna have you do right now. Okay? And then, hey, in a couple weeks, we might figure something out, okay? Capiche? And then, broke genius, what up? And then, capiche? We go talk to the guy, you talk to the guy, you see the guy about the thing, okay? Hey, yo, Andrew Dice Clay on him, right? But this shit was fucking ridiculous, man. It's like, it's too much pontification, but I appreciate trying to teach. And broke genius, I was talking earlier actually about that Navy Federal stuff. Uh, Actually, let me get to that right now. So the Navy Federal and the discrimination against black people. So the problem is this. Remember, I was telling y'all earlier that you have to look at the wordplay, right? Like I told you, niggas ain't even good scammers because they be like, go get an LLC and go get 150,000. Everywhere else will tell you Just like I told you with your damn living benefits and life insurance. What did I say? You could get up to $75,000. I didn't say you would get $75,000. I said up to $75,000 of $100,000. Right? So that's up to 75%. That means anywhere from zero to the full 75% is what you could get. These fools just say, go get 150 grand. Now, watch the play that, like I said, JT the Pocket. I thought I put the video out. I don't know if I put it out. But JT the Pocket Watcher missed this. Because I was watching football the other day and the USAA commercial came on. And up front, him 500 taught y'all fraud on Earn Your Leisure. He's like, yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you to play. I'm gonna tell you to play. Go on Navy Federal. I'm sorry, not USAA, but Navy Federal and tell him, you ain't served, but your grandfather served, but you don't have his information because he died. Right? Well, on the commercial, it says, listen, on the fucking commercial for football, it was like, hey, do you have USAA? Yeah, you can qualify by if you or your spouse or your parent or grandparent served. I was like, well, damn. they actually tell you that in their commercial. So no, he didn't exactly lie there. But yeah, but he tells you to start off fraudulently to begin with. This is I've been talking about financial racism for years on YouTube. Oh, financial racism exists. Listen, before I bought this E350, I ain't gonna hold you. It was the E550 coupe I was looking at. Not the E55, but an E550. Listen to me talking about Benzes. Uh, but it was the E550. And I went there and I was like, listen, I knew I had a commission coming that I could have bought the car cash. And the dude was like, I was like, listen, I don't have the greatest credit, but what do you think? He was like, how did you get here? Because I know when I go to a car dealership, especially a used dealership, yes, I do love a Benz. Uh, but I like luxury cars. Like, I want my brother-in-law, he likes Beamers. So I want him to get a Beamer, right? And like my other brother-in-law, he says Benz for the friends, Mercedes for the ladies. Facts. Like, listen, I gotta get my bread up. So I need y'all's help to help me help y'all and help other people. Because the more people I help, the more it helps me. You know what I learned? The quickest way to get to seven figures is to help someone else get to six. Right? And I've got a client who literally did that for me. Right? He is right now sitting in Brazil, probably drinking fucking Mai Tais, having the time of his life in his early 40s, fucking prime of his life, healthy, working out, looking good, got lots of money coming in residually. He ain't got to go to work. And what does he do? Listen, bro, I need to introduce you to my friends. What? Yeah, listen, holla at this dude. All right, bang. Oh, yo, da 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 da. All right, hello? Yeah, this Alonzo? Yeah, da da da. Oh, snap. All right, I got you. Bung, bung, bung. Big gentleman, right? That's why we call it the League of Extraordinary Jobless Gentlemen, right? People look at them like they have no job, but they always have money. What's going on here? What I don't understand, right? Like I said, man, you have no idea the money that's in insurance. And I need your help. And I was complaining the other day about black men not giving me the help that I need. And what I mean is, especially with this shit you got to get anyway. Yeah. He says, oh, okay, boom. The wealth parties like timeshares do. You know what? That's a fact. I was thinking of that. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was thinking he spit in New York talk to me too. He said, okay, boom. The wealth parties like timeshares do. You know what? I will be doing that because that makes sense. And I ain't gotta go crazy. I have like some fruit cocktail or something. Eat healthy, right? Because yeah, I'm be asking for a lot of money, right? 25,000 or better, but it's going to benefit the client more. I'm gonna be targeting people of a certain age. Probably like 45 to 60. Yeah. Donuts and coffee. Bam. Damn, nigga, you's a hustler. Hey, bro, listen. That ass, I'm trying to grow a team. I know you got shit going on, but you can actually do this type of shit remotely. I don't have licensure in your particular region. The licensure, I'll just pay for the license. Never mind. um, yeah. Never mind that, bro, genius. Keep doing what you do, bro. You're an inspiration, dead ass. So, you know, that's funny. I might do more Ben's videos too. Um, just because. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. So as we proceed to give you what you need, like on some reality rap type shit, bro, I just think like it's shit that niggas got to get anyway, right? Niggas got to get 401ks anyway. Niggas got to get health insurance for they faculty anyway. I was thinking about that. It's very easy to start a bench channel. I might. I should. I should do that and start working on my bends myself, except for major shit. Most major shit I just bring to the dealership. But little shit I could fix myself. It's actually now I see why people don't bring cars like this to the dealership because it's fun to work on. uh I didn't realize that until I got a Benz. Like a regular car, like I had a Pontiac. I was like, yeah. And then I had a Honda. I had a Geo Metro. What else did I have? I think that's a Pontiac, a Honda, Geo Metro. Have anything else? No, those was the only three cars I had, and then the Benz. Oh well, a Ford technically. Mm. I might need to start the Benz channel, right? Call it AMG, all money gone, or BMW, the Bavarian money waster. Land Rover bend over. Jaguar, not that car. Yeah, touche. But I'd be having them shits out here, so I'd have to do him dolo because he wouldn't drive out here. Plus, I don't think he licensed out here. So I would just get somebody from out here who really don't know. Like, I just need somebody who can put in a certain point of work, right? And this is what I was saying yesterday about the 8 dudes that I was trying to work with that all failed me because getting the license is the fucking easy part in this business, right? Getting licensed to sell this shit is super easy compared to selling this shit. Remember, you walking up to somebody's door Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. I ain't got nothing in my hand to sell you, but I'm gonna convince you to part with X amount of dollars. The fuck out of here. You know how good you gotta be to do that? You just got somebody to sign on the dotted line basically for nothing tangible. They can't feel and touch their life insurance. Yes, they'll get a policy and they'll get documents that legally states, but they can't go show it off to their fucking friends like they can a house. Right? With a house, you can be like, hey, come stop by. I bought a new grill. Look at the tiles. Like that bathroom? That's my porch. Shit like that. You can't do that with fucking, you know, uh, you can't do that with a life insurance policy. There's no showing, oh, you're gonna, hey, I'm not knocking the wealth parties. That's easy. I'm just talking about the non tangible, right? So I get it. But I have dudes who yo, hey girl, listen, I ain't like them other niggas. Hey girl, I ain't like them other niggas. I'm gonna knock you out the park. I'm gonna go rounds. Yeah, man, all night, girl. Bitches get them niggas home. Mm, mm. What the fuck, nigga? You fell asleep? It be like that, baby. Right? And a couple of niggas, two in specific. One I ain't particularly worried about because I understand some other shit. But two in specific, one hit me like, yo, son. Da 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 da. Excuse me. I was like, yeah, nah, bro, you good. And the other dude was like, yo, Brody, check it out. Da 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 da. I was like, yo, I can follow your progress. I'm tracking you. So, just keep it up. Let me know. All right, cool. You know. So that's where I thought it was. But like I said, all eight of them so far have failed. And what I mean when I say fail is it's not even putting in the effort for real. Right? Like the wealth that can truly be created from this shit is insane. But you know, people just are too myopic. Like I got a dude who I met through Facebook, who I work with, dumb wild. I'm like, son, I get it. This shit's hard. Got a full-time job, da da da. Wife, kids, regular life. Me too. Right? Plus, I pay attention to what the fuck you doing. And this one. And that one. And I got the nigga that y'all look at as the boss looking at me like y'all's boss, but then still coming at me like my boss. And I'm trying to come. I guess I got to start coming off the niggas as a boss instead of a partner, right? She said, "Life be life, man." Listen, I get it, but I have a female black woman. I have a few of them. One of them absolutely dropped the ball. She did. The other one, she's hit or miss, but she's around. She's making some. She's made more effort than the dudes have, and that's saying something. And the, I mean, the. So she's got 6 kids. One of them, she got 6 kids and a husband. She live on the West Coast. Actually, One of my female agents live on the East Coast, one live in the Midwest, and two live in the West Coast. Well, technically two live in the Midwest and one live on the West Coast. And the way they do shit is crazy because the one on the West Coast and the one in the Midwest, who are both wives, so they got whole husbands and kids. One of them, she got two kids. She got two other businesses that she runs full time. One that she's running with her husband. One that she does have an assistant, but still, because they're both time constraining. Two kids that she does mommy duties for. And a husband that she does, wifely duties for. And she still finds some way, maybe not every fucking week, but she still comes and finds some way to at least get on the fucking meeting. But not only that, she's communicative. I shoot her a text. She gets back into me, bang, hey, listen, I'm busy right now. Blah, 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 blah. Let me get back to you. All right. Day later, hey, listen, I told you I was busy. I'm sorry. Da, 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 da. You good? You already told me. I got you. All right, cool. Right? Then I'm like, all right, cool. You got your type of contract. You know what your contract requires. You do exactly what you need to do to fulfill your contract. So you know what? Thank you, sister. Because the reason she came along was mainly because of me. She was like, yo, I see what you doing with old boy, but I also see you. And brother, I'm supporting you. I'm down to ride. So if we ride with this nigga, I'm gonna ride with you. She left the whole fucking job with Charles Schwab to come rock with us. Charles Gallier, Wealth Solutions Group, aka ADHO Wealth Solutions, right? And now she's doing her own thing, whatever, whatever, but she does exactly what she needs to do to fulfill her contract. The other lady, like I said, has 6 children and of various ages. None are young. They're all teenage and almost grown or grown, like 20, above 21, but below 25. Um, they're like, I think 19 to 24 or something like that, or 17 to 24. And so, of these kids, a lot of them have jobs. Ironically enough, the father also has a job, but none of them have driver's licenses except for her. But she lives all the way on the West Coast in California, and she has to drive 2 hours one way to drop her husband and kids off to work. Often, she'll just sleep in the car until they're off work and then take them all back home because it's a 2 hour one way drive. However, often she doesn't have that luxury because she either has to drive Uber to afford gas to drive them back 2 hours, or not Uber, but like Uber Eats, or she drives back 2 hours to be a caregiver for her aunt because she gets paid, I guess, through her insurance. Ironically, she still has the ability to find the time to come to our meetings, right? Our meetings be 11 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, so that's 8 o'clock in the morning her time, right? Yeah, who bumped into it? That is what it is. Give me 1 second here. What's going on? Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back, y'all. So this woman driving all the way up from California and all the way, well, not from California, in California for 2 hours and all the way back down, still finds time to get on the meeting. So the thing is, I got brothers who ain't even got their license who still find time to get on the meeting, right? They just started and they getting on the meeting, right? Why? Because they found out, oh shit, let me see how I could get gamed up in this shit. Brother's teaching me some shit. Let me get with him. All right, cool. Um, so then we're doing our thing, right? So he comes to the meeting. Meanwhile, I got dudes who got their license, got a father and me and my boss, all who were willing to help him. And he wouldn't take the help, crazily enough, right? And for one reason or another, wouldn't take it. So you look at that and you're like, why are dudes wasting not even my time, but their time, right? I got dudes who's taking this shit very serious, finally, right? Like I said, of 8 brothers I was working with, all of them failed me. That was excluding 3 or 4 of them that I'm working with right now because they're trying, they're starting. But those dudes are showing up. Maybe not to every meeting, but we have conversations. I say, listen, it's got to go like, because this shit is business, brother. It ain't nothing personal. But when it comes to this business, listen, it's it is what it is. This how I eat. All right, you don't kill, you don't eat. right? So you have to figure some things out from there, right? And so, like I said, he says, I have some good herbs at Al's Herbs. Yo, you got a moderator wrench, bro? I can't see because I'm on StreamYard, so I don't know if you got a moderator or not. Yeah, well, you know what it is, Malika? Kind of like you said the other day. The women will understand that my time is valuable, right? So, like, that shit just became bothersome because I was like, yo, this dude got a whole setup of folks to put him on. Younger dude. So I get it because, again, this business is hard as fuck, right? Because most people don't want to even listen to you about insurance. So you have to find wealthy people. But in order to get in front of wealthy people, that's hard too because you don't know how to get in front of them, right? So that becomes a difficulty. So, all right, cool. Now you finally get in front of wealthy people, hopefully. Now you have to convince them to give you their money, which is easy enough. It can be done considerably easy. Um, but also, it can be concerning because they don't always have, the full ability to break in things, right? Or like getting one wealthy client is cool, but they can't break you into completely their circle. And then when you come from broke people, they be like, "Oh, you sell this? Why are you broke? Cause you're broke." Right? What do I mean by that? You know, people be having, you know, $6,000 a month income, right? Their bills be 4,500, right? No, their bills be more than that. Their bills be, if they get 6,000, their bills be 5,000, right? You come in and you ask, "Hey, listen, $200 a month on life insurance." That's 20% of what the fuck they got coming in at the end of the month, right? That's their bills. That's before savings. That's before anything that they get to do frivolously, right? So they bills takes up most everything, right? The mortgage and all that shit. Yeah, that's true. That's how your grandpa got his leads. If a man doesn't work, he doesn't eat. That's so true. And a lot of dudes want it easy, right? Like I said, this tech shit ain't for everybody, right? Just like this sales shit ain't for everybody. But we're always interested in science, technology, engineering, and math. And while I get it, not all niggas is good at none of that shit, right? Some niggas is good at basketball, right? Some niggas is good at sales, trucking, equipment, and maintenance, right? So it's always a good lane, right? But again, you gotta you really gotta work for it, right? And it seems like a lot of dudes are afraid to work for it. Whereas the women that I've been working with have not been afraid of it. My man K Business Podcast was saying the same thing. And it seems like that's how Kevin Samuels started to blow up, which is fucked up, right? You know what I mean? We have, what is it, Kendra G now? I can't remember how many fucking Cynthia, Kendra, Sin, Chris, Christian females there are. If online sales is not working, you have to go offline and then come back online later. That's what I'm working on. Yeah, I know, but going offline, it depends on the pond you're fishing in as well. And so, again, it's not always about what you know. Sometimes it is about who you know. And what I mean when I say that, again, I know some great shit, but it's a lot of people that I know that really can't take advantage of it. Oh yeah, he was definitely a salesman. right? And shit, he sold his image, right? That's how he could. That's how I got hooked into the fucking Manosphere algorithm. Him and then one of my homeboys was watching mediocre tutorials and reviews from Facebook, and I went there, and my other homeboy was watching Green Gorilla, and that nigga was talking some real shit. And basically, I thought that's what the Manosphere was. Come to find out, it's all this other weirdo shit and dumb shit, and niggas crying about Keisha. You know, niggas mad because niggas didn't bring them to the article reading pontification center. I'm like, son. Then you got real niggas like the broke genius who niggas don't fuck with. It's crazy. I'm sitting here missing the football game and shit, talking to y'all. I'm gonna watch the late night football game. My wife gonna clown me. You missed some good games. Just that shot was good. But a lot of people been saying, the doggone insurance license is not that easy. The investment licenses are probably easier, to be honest. And to be honest, if you're gonna go for them, you should probably just hey insurance, and then once you get it, go right for the next license. But you probably won't know what licenses to get unless somebody teaches you, right? But you know, I think what is interesting again is we haven't learned about wealth creation, right? And one thing that pisses me off is everybody again keeps talking about taking money with them and or not taking money with them, passing money down. And again, like I said, when people talking about selling insurance, it's always, hey, what if something happens to you, you die? Well, again, what if something happens to you and you live, right? So things that you should be talking to your financial professional about. What happens if I die too soon? There's a product for that. What happens if I live too long? I don't want to outlive the money that I got saved up, right? Well, we got something for that. Well, what about if I get hurt and I live? Well, we got something like this. Uh, Dead ass, I'm gonna have to check, but I'll get with you. But, excuse me. So, you know what? Let me see something. No, it means somebody smacked my shit and it knocked something off. It means my auxiliary battery is knocked out. Yeah, these fucking bitch. Somebody smacked the side of my car, son, with they shit. The reason I could tell because the back is chipped. So now something is shaking. Because it was fine yesterday and now this shit ain't. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's probably the short in my speaker. Let me see if my speaker. Yep. It's my radio again. Oh, they got a recall on that. I just blew my fuse. Yeah, that's what the fuck. Alright. Oh, that's the airbag button. Oh, that's what the white people look like. Oh, this is hate. What's the blues? Hold up. I'm not sure what you're saying, genius. Hold up. Alright, you could come up and say what you're saying. What's it say? SRS malfunction. So yeah, I know that's my airbag. Is it because my airbag's not deploying? Oh shit, nigga, it ain't shit, nigga. I get runny. What the fuck? I'm not shifting gears. What the fuck? This shit is actually not the blues. I'm actually excited. Like I said, oh, that might be some shit though. But it'd be like that. Kinda. Oh shit, it's about to rain and shit. Let me see something. What the fuck? Yo,
What's going on? You said the future is now, huh?
yes sir.
Oh man, that's even better, man. Hey, yeah, man, you got a nice engagement, you got a nice audience. People like your energy. Um, I don't know what other channels you go to. I seen you on I seen you mention on your live stream about the business with K.
Mm,
He seems pretty good. I checked him out Friday, like I said. Uh, yeah. Sales is a monster, man. Um,
okay.
it was the hardest thing I had to learn. I taught my cousins how to sell. I gave them some candy bars, and I said, man, go sell that. Just so I can teach them how to sell. Um, Closed mouth don't get fed. Closed mouth don't get no head. But
Mm,
I ain't trying to go there. But salesman is the easiest job to get and the hardest job to do. You know, it is, especially if it's 100% commission. But the sky is the limit. You know,
mm,
um, some sales jobs are easier than others. Like when I used to work at Tiger Direct, I don't know if you know what Tiger Direct is,
uh,
where what it used to be. It basically was like it's like a computer store where you can get computer parts. It was like kind of Best Buy, how Best Buy was, but it had more computers components. You could
mm-hmm,
get your computer fixed. It had TVs and stuff. So a lot of I work with basically it was like an upper middle class community, upper class community, and there was a lot of the guys that were salesmen made more money than I did because it was commission based and they got an hourly rate. So guys come in like pretty much. I saw Craig, not Craig Hodges, Bill Cartwright. I saw Bill
mm-hmm,
Cartwright come in. He was leaning over like a giraffe, man. He was old. This was like 2015. I guess he has some back problems because he's like
mm-hmm,
7 feet. And basically a lot of rich people, man, over there. So they come in, they want to buy a TV. They buying like custom computers,
mm-hmm,
5 grand, 2 grand, 3 grand. and I was a technician, so we would be the ones building it. So it was easy to sell the stuff because people already know they wanted it. They came in the door, they wanted it. But
Mm-hmm.
the product probably like what you're a service that you're offering, such as like insurance and such. I don't know exactly what all your product offerings are. It's harder because people don't. You gotta sell to people that don't know they need it, and the people that know they need it, they probably already have it, or maybe they don't have it enough of it. You know what
They
I'm
don't
saying?
think they need it.
Or they don't think they need it because of whatever reason. So it's a lot of tangibles that makes it. I can see how it's difficult. I can definitely see how it's difficult, and then most people are in the trenches. So, and those are the people that you would be that obviously trying to sell to, because that's the most people are in the trenches.
Right.
So it's like trying to get them to do it. Is the challenges is obviously people in the trenches don't have consistency. Well, some of them do, a lot of them don't.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're basically selling someone, they looking at it like it's another bill. Okay,
Yeah.
just honestly, like they looking at it like, oh, it's another 150 taking out my check. My baby mama already hit me up for child support. How can I do this? So it's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of moving parts there, but I think
You
it's
know what I should
possible.
start telling niggas? This your
Mhm.
future dick suck fund, nigga. You want your dick sucked in the future? Put this money away, because you ain't gonna be able to if you ain't got that money. But see, when I say
Right.
it like that, oh, I
Yeah.
don't like it. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. Right.
Put it
Right.
in the dick
True.
suck fund, nigga. Now niggas, oh shit, what's the dick suck fund?
Right, right. Or future, you don't have to live in your car fund. That's kind of how I
Right.
approach it. But it's still both hard hitting and it is true. And cats know that. They see people living in their car, living in a train station or whatever. They know it's people out here. They know people know. Let's keep it real. People know what's going on out here. People know the struggle. And it's, yeah, I mean, scared straight type of salesman, sales tactics. I don't know. I remember this chick. I was in the hood. I had my computer shop, little fine dark skinned chick. She was trying to. I had my 380 on me. She was talking about. She was trying to sell me some ADT. It's like 100 some bucks a month or whatever, and you get like a little button you press, and the police come if you got robbed. And she was like, "Man, I feel sorry for you if you don't have any security around here." And I mean, I had a locked door that you had to get buzzed in, but I had cameras. But yeah, she was using scare tactics to try to sell me some insurance, like as a final Hail Mary to get me to sign up. And it was like, nah, that didn't necessarily work. But
Mhm.
the thing is that the trenches, outside of the trenches, people that are more financially free, I think
Mhm.
obviously those are the good targets because they got the money, they got more consistency.
Mhm.
Um, selling to
Oh
the
yeah. Well,
people.
listen, I've been
Yeah,
targeting like my target now is people like if you don't make 75K or better, it's kind of like hard to do shit with me
yeah,
because it just
yeah,
at this point in my career I can't really spin those wheels on that. I got other
yeah.
agents who I can have work the shit with you. They're not me, but I'm training them, at least some of them, and the ones that I would hook you up would be ones that are trained by me.
Right. And then another
Yeah.
thing is, you could get more people, I believe, because you got some people that basically they just need to know that you can help them out. Some people kind of need different packages. That's why I say I don't know what your service offerings are, because, like for myself, I'm still I'm still going to possibly do some kind of like credit
All right.
repair
Uh-huh.
because a lot of people need credit repair in some type of financial plan, some type of like financial plan and credit repair to help
Hmm.
them kind of get unstuck. A lot of people are stuck. You'll be
What do you need
surprised
credit
how many
repair for? What's the purpose of getting good credit?
to get some people live in an
No,
apartment
no, no,
and
no.
they trying to
What's the purpose of you to get good credit?
for me,
So, so
I
yeah,
would
that's so. When people ask me for life insurance, I ask
uh
them, "Why do you want life insurance? What do you want out of it?"
okay.
Right? Oh, I thought it was just because I can't tell you what products or service I offer unless I know what ails you, right? So it's like
Hmm.
going to the doctor saying, "Listen, what drugs do you have for this?"
Right.
Uh, I don't
Yeah.
know. What can I look at you first to find out what you got?
Right. Right. Right.
Well, I need.
Well,
I can't let you help me until you tell me what drugs you got for this.
right
All
now,
kinds.
I would say me personally, I'm interested in getting a second property. So, uh, that would be where credit coaching and stuff like that will help someone. You know, if they
Oh
trying to get
damn, nigga, you are a genius. You are a genius.
yeah, if somebody's trying to get a
All right, I'm gonna
property.
put you on the game right now. So I did a video. I'm gonna put it up here, right? Fuck getting fucking credit when you can actually become your own bank, especially for shit like real estate. Again,
Hmm.
a life insurance because it's not like your credit's gonna go from 0 to 100 in 1 year, right?
Right.
A lot of
Right.
niggas who be like, "Oh, I went to this shit and we disputed this shit, and now my credit went from 0 to 100." 6 months later, they reported the nigga who you
Hmm.
paid $180 a month for 6 months to send you some letters that you could have sent yourself is gone,
Hmm.
and you asked out, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
But it actually takes some time for your credit to repair. You know
Hmm.
why? You've heard of the company called National Debt Relief?
Yeah, I heard of them. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
worked with them for their first $50 million month. Their office is 11 Broadway, Manhattan, New York.
Okay.
All right. So I know it takes some time because I've worked in the sales department out of shit where I call you up or you and be like, "Hey, broke genius. Yeah, this is Al from National Debt Relief. You filled out some shit about your credit. Now is it at least $10,000 worth of debt? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Stop paying all your bills and pay us $2,000 a month.
Hmm.
We're gonna put
Right.
that in this side account where we're gonna negotiate your debt."
Right. Right. Yeah.
Is
I
that the
think I've
script? I
even
can't remember it exactly.
I think I actually I was about to sign up with them a long time ago. I mean, this was decades ago. Um
Yeah, I worked for
or
them in 2013.
yeah,
Back
that
when the
was
Holy Grail Jay-Z album came out.
yeah, that was probably some I remember that company, but they couldn't help you if you had student loans. So
Mm-mm,
that
most
they had
companies can't, because student loans can't be discharged in
right,
anything.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, right? And I know people just kind of dismerge like credit repair guys or whatever because you can do it yourself, right? Well, our problem with getting reaching out to people, they don't know how to do it or too lazy to do it or whatever. And it's like, well, yeah, just come up with the money and I'll do it for you. I'll walk you like a baby and take care of it for you. You know what I'm saying? Some people actually need that service. They need somebody to grab them by the hand, fill out the paperwork. All they know how to do is really just work and come home. Some people are just cavemen like that or cave women. They don't really have the time to go out and fill out anything, download anything. A lot of older people are like that. You got older people, you got immigrants that can't really read well. You got some people just kind of lazy, or even some people are slow, but they got a good job at whatever Sam's Club or something, and they make decent money because they work their butt off and they make over 50 grand, but they can't fill out a credit statement or a dispute letter to save their soul. Like, so it's like basically you got people that kind of fit in where they kind of need that service. Most people don't probably need that service, but you got a lot of people that do. Um, and it's like that's a lot of people. Even Dave Ramsey, that's what he does. So you got to understand. You think a lot of time people think like themselves. They think that everybody's like them. Everybody's not like you. If everybody was like you, then they'll just have the same life you have. Most people don't even have the life you have. So it's not like everybody, is the same. People have different issues. People have different problems, and they
Hmm.
need help. They need people to help them to kind of do. A lawyer, really, a lot of things lawyers do is paperwork wise, filling out
Lawyers
paperwork.
really don't do
Actually,
paperwork. Paralegals do paperwork.
right? They give it to their paralegal to read, to do paperwork, fill out documents, do e-signatures and stuff like that. Right? They um they just process a lot of paperwork and filings of documents. Right? Well, the average person probably can't. You file a document? Can't you sign some things on the dotted line?
Listen,
Um,
here's what's worse, right? You think that's bad? Motherfuckers will pay a lawyer. Have you ever heard of a pro se?
uh, I kind of familiar, but not 100% familiar with that.
Tell me what your understanding of pro se is, and then
As far as I know, pro se means that on someone else's behalf or something. I think that means I'm not sure.
yeah.
Oh,
Basically, you are going to take a letter on the letterhead from the attorney's office. This is Johnson and Johnson, and this letter says that we're gonna let Mr. Genius represent himself in court. But you know,
you
yeah.
can call me Abdul, man, if you want to. I'll give you that
All
courtesy.
right.
That's my name.
I
Just
appreciate it. He was like,
yeah.
I know that, but listen, I didn't want to.
No, I don't. I sell a book and everything. My name is on
Oh
there.
yeah, you do. He was
Yeah,
like, nigga, I put.
yeah. My name is Abdul. I'm one of them Arab niggas. That know how to speak Arabic a little bit.
So
Raised.
you Muslim, Muslim?
Yeah, I was raised in an Islamic household. Yeah, I'm like
All
a
right, so I ain't
yeah.
gonna tell my usual offensive joke. Though I offend everybody. I try to.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, basically, black, even African Muslims, it's a similar story to how the Europeans came and brought the Bible. Before they did that, the Arabs brought the Quran with a sword. Europeans brought the cannons. So it's similar storyline, just a little bit more, probably more. Well, it is what it is. It's similar storyline, but I'm not religious anymore. I'm more, I would say, agnostic. But yeah, my name's
Same here.
Abdul.
But
Yeah.
seeing that, I don't think of those swords. See, what I realize it as is, and this is why I still greet brothers today. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Because for my knowledge or understanding of it, it was most of the time in order to do business with them, you had to uh, at least speak Arabic. Uh, so the most you would
No,
be able to say is salams.
yeah, you don't really have to say all that. You just, I mean, you can. It probably be courteous. It'd be like a Mexican. When I sometimes when I go around a Hispanic person, I'll say
Hola.
hola, yeah, or I'll say gracias. After they do something like,
Yeah.
and
A
it's
lot
it's
of
kind,
people do that.
yeah, it's like you don't really have to do that. They're in America. They if they don't know how to speak English, then you probably need a translator. I mean, obviously, but you don't necessarily have to speak Arabic. But
A lot of the
yeah,
motherfuckers play, they don't speak English. Trust me, they speak like
yeah,
several. Every country
yeah.
outside of America usually speaks at least like five languages.
Well, I'm saying in America, like an Arabian in America, or Arabian or Persian,
Yeah, an
they
Arab in
know.
America speaks probably more
Yeah,
than one language.
yeah, they speak English, right? Like if you go over there, yeah, they probably don't speak
Because if they're
English
in
there.
London, they'll be like, "I might
Yeah,
pass me
yeah,
the
yeah,
bangles and mash."
yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, I mean, basically, yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, as far as what we were saying, as far as sales and stuff like that, you know, it's people that they just need help, more help than others. You might think that even myself, I have to remind myself that damn, most people don't know how to fix a freaking computer. Okay, they
Mm,
definitely don't know how to code some software. They
yeah.
don't know how to write any freaking software. And in my mind, I'm thinking everybody can freaking do that. Like, or a lot of people can do that. Very few people know how to take a laptop apart and fix it, or a desktop, or write some code and make some
Mm,
software. You know what I'm saying? So
mm.
a lot of people need those resources because they don't know how to do them. You know, and some people need their hand. I mean, yeah, some people need like you to actually show them what to do, actually do the thing. And then sometimes people are just lazy because that's what they're paying you for. They're paying, it's like a house cleaner. You could clean your house, you know how to do that. You don't necessarily want to do that because you're busy doing
That's
other
why I pay
stuff.
somebody. I don't mind that. But if you're
Right.
gonna do that, then pay me to do it. But
Yeah.
what people do is, oh, one more like I had a colleague introduce me to a bunch of people. I was like, listen, I'll do the appointment at my expense. One of them was worried about integration. The other one, oh, I'm worried about my kid. The other one, oh, I'm worried about my kid. One
Mm-hmm.
of them finally was like, okay, I'm worried about my kid too. And because of that, I'm going to do this because you told me I have this problem. You have this solution with this product.
Mm-hmm.
Finally gets down to time to sign the dotted line. Days go by. Oh my God, look, it's fucking DocuSign. Like, I haven't seen you in person. You haven't seen me in person.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier for you to sign the fucking application
Mm-hmm.
than it is for you to send me a text telling me why you didn't sign the application.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? And
Mm-hmm.
you was about to say?
Well, I mean, it's not just that. You got see, I was taught to look at the root of a problem, not just the surface level. You look at the surface level, it's not really looking at the root of the problem. I would say most people, I'm slightly older than you. I know most people's motivation is money. Most people's decisions is based off of how much money they got to come out their pocket or not. So I would say most people are probably not signing or whatever because it's some money coming out their pocket, extra money that they don't probably want coming out their pocket. So it's not just them
Right.
trying to sign something or not wanting to sign something or not returning a call or calling someone. It's the fact that they have another expense and you got to close them on the sense of, and it's ways of closing is I'm
I would
definitely,
understand that,
yeah,
but I already get that out the way. So it's not like I've been doing this for a short period of time.
right.
So what I do, listen, here's the process. Da, 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 da. It could take up to 8 weeks for us to take the money. And by the way, you ever had a job? Yeah. Have you ever applied for a job? Yeah. Did you get every job you applied for? No.
Hell
So
no.
that's the same thing here. You're just applying. Because you're
Hmm.
applying, don't mean that you'll get it. So the money ain't coming out.
Right.
Then, once you get it, they don't take any money until it's issued and you approve it. What that means is if we apply for $1 million and that's $1,000 a month for you, and then they come back and say you're approved, issued at this for $1,000 a month for $1 million of coverage,
Wait,
you
wait,
can
hold on,
take
hold on, hold on. and then you got to do the health assessment usually
Yes.
when it comes to insurance. And let me ask you, and this was one of the things I wanted to ask you: how many people uh, don't pass the health assessment? Because
So
you know,
many.
it's a lot of black people like have high blood pressure, have
I don't have life insurance because I don't pass the health assessment.
exactly
And
right,
I've
a
been
lot of,
selling it since I was 27.
right.
And I
So it's
haven't been able to pass the health assessment since I was 27.
so that's why I was saying with insurance, and I'm not trying to discourage you. This insurance salesman is very lucrative. It's a way to do it. But the thing is that imagine, okay, I could just imagine myself. I go sell somebody some stuff. I go to the Bronx and I go to some one of them project building, and I go sign some let's just say Jerome up for some UIL or whatever, some insurance products, and then he signs up. He like, yeah, yo, I'm ready to get it started, son. And then 2 weeks later, a medical practitioner comes to his apartment in the Jets, and Jerome already knows he's on the edge. You know what I'm saying? Stressed out every day. His high blood pressure any given day might be off the Richter scale. So she takes the pressure, and she's like, man, you might want to call the emergency 911 to get you an ambulance, son. You
Mm-hmm.
you you your joint like 189 over 200, son. And it's like, there you go. All that work gone down the drain because he can't, even if he wanted to, get some insurance because his health is like, you know, crashing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's that insurance stuff, man. My hat's off to you, man. I don't know how many people fail the assessment, but I definitely have failed the assessment too. And I'm not going to disclose why, but I have a lot of different ways that I could fail, and I have failed. Even my
You'll
uncle, he
feel
was
for being
saying,
too fat for your height for what they can feel like.
yeah,
But there's,
yeah.
yeah,
My
they'll be like,
uncle,
they did that to my brother-in-law.
yeah. My uncle, he said he failed, or because he's like in his 60s, he failed his assessment. You know what I'm saying? Because I think because of high blood pressure or something like that. Most black people, because we got a really stressful existence in this country, and the food we eat and all kind of stuff, man, we got serious high blood pressure issues because of stress and stress management. So you could just fail just off of that.
That
And it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's like, shoot, I got a blood pressure monitor. I don't use it, but I can't. Maybe I might try to regulate. Try to see what's going on. But I've changed my diet recently, personally. But it's like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff, man. With that, man, and it's
it's
like,
not
what can
that
you
bad. I
do?
mean, huh?
Yeah, it's not okay. You say it's not that bad.
Now, like first I'll share with you some horror stories, right? So,
Okay.
like I said, my brother-in-law they declined him because he was too fat for his height, for what they felt like. But my niece, they thought she was too fat for her height, but because of that, they just made her pay more
Oh,
for the
okay.
same product,
Okay.
right? But because of other factors with my brother-in-law, they was like, nah. Because you got to remember, what you're asking these niggas is, listen, Tyrone from the hood, who has a highly stressful existence, and it can happen any minute. You want me to gamble that you gonna give me this $50 tomorrow, and then the next week you gonna kill over and die, and that
Mhm.
means I gotta give up 100 racks.
Right, right,
The fuck you think I'm gonna do? Not look into some shit?
right.
Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like,
Right. Yeah, if Alonzo Hall Enterprises has an insurance company that is your actual insurance company that you underwrite policies, You don't want to give policies out to someone with a weak ticker,
Yeah.
or they might have a irregular heartbeat, or uh, they might have already had a stent in their heart because they already had a heart attack. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to lose my children's college fund off of your weak heart ticker.
Mm.
That your heart explodes like a month later or something. I get it. I trust me, I get it. It's a business based off of risk.
Yeah.
And that's high risk. So.
And then they take the other risk. All right, the factors of you dying next week of this, but in the next, because they also have to figure out a time frame that they, like, there's a reason shit takes a long time, right? Part of it is they got to get up to 6 years of your medical records, right? So we got to call your doctor. Hey, yeah, is this Abdul's doctor? Yeah, hi, this is so and so from so and so insurance company. Us, the agent, don't have to do that. That's the company that does that. But this is so and so from so and so insurance company, records department. Number 12345 is our whatever number, and we need to request medical records from this patient of yours. We have his social security number and date of birth. 12345 56789. Okay, hold on. All
Mhm.
right, how much is it that you want? 6 years. Okay. Uh, we need that express overnight mail, or just regular UPS. Okay. Uh, $300. All
Mhm.
right. So now they gotta pay them niggas to even look at your shit to see if your ticker is good or not.
Right. Right.
So now when they look, they just paid some nigga to be like, damn, this nigga ain't even worth giving $50, taking $50 a month from.
It is kind of funny. You gotta laugh at the shit. You can't be depressed about it or nothing. It is kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's almost like Amos and Andy like type shit. Like I watched a couple of them episodes, like but
Yeah.
it's like you think you're gonna be all right, you're gonna get some insurance, and it's just like, damn, these cats like now I just got to get death insurance, which that means that you barely have enough to get a casket, and you get 10 grand, and
And you got to be old enough for it,
oh, okay, wow,
right? So a
that's
lot of
crazy.
that shit like is different, right? So like you
Mhm.
said, your uncle was in the 60s, he got declined, but he
No,
could
he
get
didn't
the
get
guarantee.
declined. He didn't get declined, but he said probably it'll be something that he got to pay more or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I'm gonna
yeah.
reach out to him. Because he might have a lead. Like, but you can't underwrite in Illinois though. He's in Illinois, so.
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay.
All I gotta do is pay for the license. I'm just not licensed there yet.
Oh, okay.
And I, ironically enough, have an agent there, but I wouldn't give him the lead. I would pay for the license
Mm, yeah. I mean,
because
I'm
he's
good.
not
I'm
working.
I'm good at selling. I'm not
I mean, if you want
necessarily.
to sell, listen, this shit on
Mm,
some real shit, you can
yeah.
make some money part time. It ain't the bread that these primary cast niggas be talking about. You might
Mm,
make another $500-600 because you might make a sale a month,
mm,
right? Because
mm,
niggas who do it full time might make a sale a month, especially with all the factors that I just told you about.
mm.
Especially when you got niggas who will wait for fucking, like, you'll be like, yo, it takes 8 weeks for us to even be able to tell you if you got it or not. All right, well, I'm leaving the country for 4 days. Nigga, didn't I ask you on the application if you was leaving the country?
Yeah, you got tough customers in all aspects
Bro,
of business. Yeah.
that's not even just broke people, bro. I
Yeah.
was in Pleasantville, New York. White dude, rich dude, over 100,000 a year. This is back in 2010.
Mm, mm.
Fucking big ass crib, $2,000 a month mortgage, built the house himself, $3,000 a month property tax.
Mm. $3,000 a month.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow. Damn. Man, a mansion basically.
It is a nice ass house, yeah.
Mm.
So fucking, he was supposed to buy it. All he wanted was a small $1 million policy.
Mm.
Fucking calling for the fucking shit. All of a sudden, he's fucking in Mexico. I'm like, yo, you supposed to get your fucking this health done. Da 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 da. Then the
Mm.
motherfucker had fucking prostate cancer. Lied to me. Ain't been to the doctor in like 5 years. When we went to go get his medical records, they was like, this nigga ain't been here in years. Fuck you talking about?
So he in Mexico clearing out his prostate in Maria, and he wasn't even supposed to go out of the country, or at least let you know. And then he ain't let you know about his medical history, but they gonna find that out anyway. So he's basically a sick rich man, a sickly
Yeah,
rich man. Okay.
it
So what ended
happens,
up
man.
happening? What ended up happening to him?
I don't know. I felt like nothing. I couldn't do nothing with him because
Oh,
he
cause
had
he was.
prostate cancer.
Oh, okay, cause he had. Okay,
Cancer is a knockout, right?
okay.
And he wasn't of age to get a final expense. So a final expense is that shit you see on Alex Trebek on TV.
Oh, and he don't need that. I mean, his house alone, if it's paid for,
The
probably the value.
maximum policy is $25,000. That's
Mm.
what 6 months of his property taxes. He
That
got a
don't
wife
that
and 2 kids. What the fuck is that gonna do?
that's 3 months, yo. That's 3 months of his life, or of his lifestyle that will pay for 20, and he not interested in that.
Yeah,
So what would somebody like that do? Like, what would they do? Like, I mean, is there any other alternatives?
yeah. You can, in essence, self-insure.
How do you sell? Okay, how does one self-insure?
That's a different product.
No, okay.
So you got to start with $25,000. Ironically enough, would he be like, listen, so
What Alex Trebek is selling,
yeah,
you gotta pay the full premium of what you would get for death insurance
yeah,
to get started. And
yeah.
then okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of people that probably, don't qualify, but their their wealth, in essence, is their insurance.
No,
No,
probate.
what you mean probate?
So people don't have clean estates. You got to pay estate tax, death tax, transfer tax, liquidation fees,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
estate manager fees,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's why they have estate sales,
Oh,
right?
okay,
You
okay.
know why they started selling real estate? Because rich motherfuckers started dying and they ain't have money to pay off their debt or their debts wasn't paid off. Motherfuckers was like, well, I'm coming and taking this picture. So they was like, well, look, well, we're the family. We want to live on this estate still, this sprawling, 40-acre estate, going with the wind mansion.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start having an estate sale. You know what? We'll sell off a piece of this land and we'll give you a house on it, these maids' quarters, and leave us alone, and the rest will be our estate. And then cities were built.
Oh, okay. Wow. Damn.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. I didn't know that. Wow.
Does it not make
History.
sense?
Yeah, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But even if you got your properties or your wealth in trust, there's still probate, uh, taxes, and all of that.
It depends on what kind of trust you have. But I mean, a trust protects stuff, but most people can't have a fucking trust because there's two things that are involved in trust. One is trust, but the other is fun, right? So most of those things are depreciating assets because people never leave fully paid off real estate. Most Americans ain't gonna have fully paid off real estate. They either sell or refinance in the first 10 years.
Mm, mm,
Statistics show. Yes, there are outliers, but most motherfuckers do this.
mm,
So,
mm.
right, statistics
Yeah,
show
it's crazy. It's
this is
crazy.
what most
It's,
motherfuckers
you
gonna
know,
do.
they say, people be like the poor is getting poor, but it's the things that the poor does that keeps them poor, right? Um,
That and the access that they have, yes.
yeah, yeah, access to wealth. You know, I mean, what do you think about that? And then I'm more concerned about that, like wealth access. Do you think it's like gatekeeping? It's definitely gatekeeping that only like inner circles of wealthy individuals keep it all in the family, all in the circle, or no, you don't really.
Um, I think they spread the wealth around recently, but yeah, I think definitely, I'll give you a example. You seen the video game? You play video games?
I used to. I plan on getting back to it once my house is done.
You heard of the video game Hitman?
Yeah.
So they have a stage where this nigga goes to Dubai and kills a person with the last name Stuyvesant, Marcus Stuyvesant,
Hmm.
right? Where have you heard of Stuyvesant before?
In New York.
Okay. Bedford Stuyvesant, right?
Hmm.
Well, why is it that in this Hitman game where you go to this rich, ritzy place in Dubai to assassinate this young fucking kid, not young kid, but rich money kid, 20 something.
Hmm.
Hey, listen, fucking Marcus Stuyvesant. His family was uber wealthy from oil and then owned most of the real estate in New York. They've long since disappeared from the public eye.
Hmm.
This isn't a fucking video game. I get
Yeah.
it, it's in a video game, but it's very ironic to have some shit that very intricate about those kind of names.
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm.
Like, Stuyvesant, there's a Stuyvesant in New York.
Right. 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 Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff that goes on with that. That world, people, people really. I think people start to cringe and even get scared when they realize what those people have to deal with and actually even keep secret. Imagine, imagine you going through utter hell and you can't let nobody know because it's a life of secrecy and you just got to
Wow.
handle it the best way you can. Yeah, I be I do meditation. I watch a lot of movies as well. I read a lot of books. I read a lot of history, like nonfiction or whatever. And yeah, them Kennedys and whatever. I mean, let's just even just okay. I whatever. Think you cool with it, but the Kennedys literally were under attack. I mean, you can be a 5-year-old can see that. Okay, this Kennedy died in a plane crash. This Kennedy gets assassinated. This Kennedy gets assassinated. This one, what I'm saying? They literally
Mm.
were under
Niggas
attack.
is under attack on these niggas. But
Yeah,
niggas. The funny thing is, they don't understand the Kennedys are still around.
yeah,
But the Kennedys were
yeah,
under attack for different reasons. Right. Hmm. Niggas had to hit. Oh, what the fuck?
yeah. So
Hello?
I mean, yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Uh,
So that world of wealth, man, it's just as grimy as your the Wire series or the Hood.
it's probably worse.
It's worse. Yeah, it's worse. So I'm saying it's worse. Not like you instead of okay on the block or whatever, and projects in Chicago and the hood of Chicago, you're running and gunning, you know gang banging or whatever, selling drugs and stuff. You grimy. You 24 hours on the edge.
Uh-huh.
Well, the wealthy, they're in some private estate, somewhere, but they got their corporate interests and they get threats from other corporate interests. They want their company, they want their corporate interests. You got other corporate interests wanting other corporate interests and they getting pissed off It's like I need you to do this merger. It's cutthroat, and then you got the wealthy attack other wealthy people, and you gotta imagine they not in the hood. They ain't got no just cars. They up in the sky and planes. They they in yachts and shit in the seven seas in the oceans and gulfs around the world. It's a grimy game, and I think that's why a lot of people don't want to be wealthy. They know that shit is grimy. That's
Mm,
the silent world, and as you say in Hitman, full of silencers. And
man,
they working, nonstop. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? And anybody can get it, but it's
mm.
like basically, I ain't trying to go. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Um, you
No,
let
go
me
ahead,
know
bro.
when it's
Listen,
yeah.
but I ain't trying to go too much longer because I'm about to go back in the crib and watch football with the wife because it's seven
Yeah,
fifteen.
yeah,
But keep going.
yeah. I mean, it's the wealth. I'll just say in short, the wealthy world is. If you think that you just gonna get some money, or you think that people that got money and got wealth, it's like it's a cupcake fantasy world where everybody got it ease and they're yeah they do, but it's also a
Oh
grimy
no,
world.
niggas. Yeah.
It's a very grimy world where families against families. You know what I'm saying?
Not
And
only that, but shit like keeping up with the Joneses is real.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a very very grimy world where, um, yeah, you could get set up, man. You could, what I'm saying. You got people doing some nefarious stuff, and they want you to get involved with it. And if you know they're what they're involved with because they invited to you to some party that you now have nightmares about because you saw some shit that you ain't really want to see, but you can't say nothing because if you say something, you could be on the news the next day. Like, yeah, that shit actually goes down. Like, when I was in the military, I pretty much was immersed into that. That was the world that I joined. Like, not so much the
Word.
wealthy world, but I put myself out there and I went to war because I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm in the ghetto. I'm seeing gunshots,
Well,
so I
thanks for
gotta.
your service, bro. You don't know how much I wanted to go. I was gonna join the Marines.
Yeah, it's like, well, if I'm around these niggas shooting and killing each other, man, I might as well just fucking sign up right now because I got. And then my mom kind of forced me to do something, and I didn't really want to go back to college. I needed some funds. I had a lot going on, but I mean, basically, man, that world, man, is kind of intertwined with that where it's about global power, influence, wealth, and capital, and you know what I'm saying. They ain't trying to go back to being poor. That's not an
Mm-hmm.
option. That's absolutely not an option for them. Nor do nor do they want their kids to be that option, and they willing to do anything to not go down that road. And that
Mm-hmm.
means anything. You know what I'm saying? And they're involved with a lot of things that people don't really want to talk about. You see it on your movies and stuff like that. They actually
Mm-hmm.
doing it. You know what I'm saying? But
Fact.
we just you know what I'm saying, wherever we are. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I just we went down that road again because we all kind of money people. We both money men, so we went I had to go all the way to the top floor with it, but we could go down, go down the escalator back to the real
Mm.
world. Back to the real world. What's going on with the bins, man? You say you got a scrape or something? I, I,
Nah,
I hate
something going on, son.
I hate
It's
that
all
I
good.
got
I'll
rid
get
of
it
my
straight too.
bins. Yeah. I hate I got rid of my bins, man. That was a bad decision. Yeah, it was a terrible decision. I should have kept it, man. I should have kept it and
Mm.
got it fixed later. Got it fixed later, man, because I got rid of that. I put about 5 grand into it plus more, and then I sold it for chump change.
Mm.
And it was, what I'm saying, it was a car that I restored pretty much, and then I started having engine issues, and it started overheating. And I be giving up on cars once they
I'm
Start
about to
doing
say you
that.
just be like, fuck it, I'll get another one.
Yeah, but I never got another one. And that's the thing. Like in my mind, you know what I'm saying, you can't think like that. I'm trying, can't think, oh, I'm gonna get another one. Nah, you might, man. I sold that car, that ML. It was a 2005 ML 350. Um, I sold that car in 2021, I think. I still ain't got another Benz. Not saying I couldn't, but it was like, basically the car that I wanted, it was cost a little bit more, so I just ended up I never got one. But I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. Hopefully this year, I might get
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
I know
but
my brother want a Beamer.
I never had a Beamer. I heard they have a lot of oil pan issues, a lot of engine issues. Uh, I heard they got a lot of issues, but I don't know.
All cars have issues.
I've never had a BMW, but I heard they're pretty.
Don't worry, you don't need a BMW. You've had a Benz. That's the best.
Yeah, I think that they have
I
more.
know what it is. It's this motherfucking Beamer up here. They
Yeah,
probably got their key draining my battery.
yeah. It's probably it's a lot of. I think it's a lot of more. It's
Key
probably
fob.
more repair prone than the Benz. That's what I
What, the
heard.
Beamer?
Yeah, the Beamers are more repair prone, but I
Yeah.
might be. Yeah, I don't know. But
To
I'm gonna
each his
let you
own. They're pretty
go.
much each the same shit. Yeah, I was about to say I'm about to
Yeah,
hop off in like the
yeah.
next 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna let you go, man. Appreciate the conversation, man. Man, I'm
But to
best of
get
luck
back
to
to
you.
before you hop off, because you
Oh,
was
okay.
asking and I was dropping the horror stories before you hop off. So
Oh, okay.
like with a couple of them, like the shit is crazy because what happens is you can't get any coverage. So what is it that you do? Well, like I said, you can start with, you know, 25 racks, but you can actually start with maybe as little as 10, right? But in doing so, um, there's certain shit that you got to do first, right? So you got to same shit. You got to sign, but this one the money is coming up. But you gotta damn, I can't see this shit. You gotta have discipline because this is money that you can't touch like next week. This is money you gotta hold for a couple of years,
Mm,
right?
right.
And people want to always touch the money next week, and I'm like, no, you gotta hold it for a few years, like 10 years type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
Because it's for your future. It's a retirement.
mm-hmm,
But the beauty of it is it comes with a death benefit built in.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's where niggas who can't get a policy can cover themselves. But like I said, that's like that self insurance shit.
So what if you call them Glocktavius? What if all
Uh
of the
huh.
Glocktavius is that's making some money if they got that, or even if they just got insurance? You think that the hood would be a little different, or they
Yes,
would, yeah, or
absolutely.
the insurance companies will probably make some modifications. That's how I would look at it. They probably make some modifications.
Possibly.
And then why does Glocktavius not have insurance? He's pretty much a warlord. He's got other cats shooting at him. He's got the guys in his own hood shooting at him, his own set shooting at him, possibly setting him up. He knows his fate is possibly a Glock aiming at his joint, and he might expire anytime. Why does he
Uh-huh.
not have insurance for his baby mama or his girl, his chick, his wife, his whatever side pieces? You know what I'm saying? Why does he not?
Well, some niggas ain't thinking about that shit on some real life shit. And I'll give you another reason, a real life reason. For example, when I worked at Mutual of Omaha on 100 Broadway in Manhattan, the white guys that I worked with, when we would go to the projects, or they would say it themselves when they would go to like the projects in Harlem and shit. They'd be
Mhm.
like, they'd sit outside and be like, nah, an emergency came up. I gotta hold on. All right, what was I saying?
You said basically white guy from Manhattan office, Mutual Omaha, went to Harlem and sit out in front of the project building and waiting
Yeah.
on something.
So anytime they would have an appointment in the projects or whatever, they would be like, "Oh nah, whatever, whatever. I had an emergency. I can't make it. Blah blah blah."
Mhm.
Right. So they
Mhm.
would cancel the appointment with the client. So
Mhm.
that would be Gloctavius and Gloctavius's grandma, right?
Mhm.
Grandma Tavius, whatever you want to call
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
And so now you've got all sorts of generational wealth missing, right?
Mhm.
I'll give you an even better example. So I remember I was in Brooklyn. Most of my clients that I had when I was at Mutual of Omaha, I was slinging more final expense policies, which isn't what I do now. What I do now is I create wealth. Before I was just selling, oh, small
Death
policy. Here's a
insurance. Yeah.
25,000 policy.
Yeah.
What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
You said death insurance. You selling
Yeah,
basically final expense insurance rather.
yeah. Like I said, to start the real shit, nigga, you gotta have the whole premium of what would be the payout for the fucking Alex Trebek shit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah.
we talking different games here, right?
Uh huh.
Um,
Uh
so with that,
huh.
it just it,
Mhm.
it it didn't create a bunch of shit. But I had one client in Brooklyn who was walking distance from me, who was a grandmother, and the part of Brooklyn I lived in was not
Mhm.
a lowly portion, right? But
Mhm.
based on zip code and da 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 da, other shit factors into your insurance,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So she had 21 grandchildren, but
Mhm.
she had already had gotten a $20,000 policy from Mutual of Omaha in the mail. But
Mhm.
she had just so happened to have contacted my office, so we went out there. So I
Mhm.
told her the $5,000 policy because she was like, "All right, well, I got 21 grandchildren, so I want to at least leave
Mhm.
them each, every one of them, $1,000,
Mhm.
right?"
Mhm.
So then I sold her the policy, and the fucking company canceled it and was like, "Nah, if you buy some from the company corporate, then you got to buy the whole amount from corporate or the whole amount from the agent. You can't do both." So I
Mhm.
was like, "Yo, well, that's fucked up. Like, how you gonna do that to the client,
Mhm.
right?"
Mhm.
And so now that ruins the possibility of 21 other leads because she was at
Mhm.
the at the precipice of giving me
Mhm.
introduction to
Mhm.
her grandkids.
Yeah, this is what I would do, right? Okay,
Uh-huh.
and this is something that I thought about doing because, like, okay, my computer business, I could actually do the same model because I need customers that have computer problems at home or their business or something like that that I can help them with, right?
Uh-huh.
So, like, that's I mean, no, uh freaking brain fart, freaking
Nigga said
Walmart,
freaking brain
Walmart,
fart.
Walmart, right? Walmart
Uh-huh.
lets you get a table, and you can sell your products. You just got to talk to the manager.
Oh, where?
Uh, yeah, and you can sell your products. You can get a booth, and people come walk past you, and you
Mm.
can sell. You can
Uh,
you can sign people up for certain things, right?
uh-huh.
Now, that's what I would do to start. If that takes off, like I would just get people to sign up. Are you interested in um creating generational wealth or having something for your children in case you pass away, and then also have something while you live? I would come up with a creative solution as far as marketing. But
Uh-huh.
Walmart basically allows other places, a lot of different places, brick and mortar places, allow you to set up some type of booth or table, and you got to sit out there, and then you got to have some brochures and letters, and also some sign up forms to basically get people information and get back to them, so you can set up some appointments to sign them up for some services you got.
I
So
didn't know you could do that. That's
yeah,
fucking cool.
yeah, yeah, I go to Walmart a lot, and it's usually somebody selling energy, because they well, energy companies had a monopoly, so companies came in, and they uh came in after they broke up the monopoly from the insurance, the energy companies.
Oh
So
wow.
you got a lot of like offshoot companies that sell energy. I don't know how they do that or whatever, but they do that. And then also I've gotten people's like AT&T or T-Mobile, somebody trying to sign up for some cell phone service. Xfinity, sign people up for internet services. So yeah, you just got to talk to the manager and give them your information, explain what you're
Hey.
trying to do, and you can literally get a table, and basically just you're standing up and you're greeting customers as they walk through. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, so
I,
that's how motherfucking cable vision shit be in there.
yeah, yeah, they do that a lot. Yeah, that's what
I'm
they do
about
to
to do
get
that.
people.
Just dress up in a suit. Hey, how you doing? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's one way. And if that kind of takes off, you could do the Eventbrite basically is a website. Obviously, you could create events. A lot of people that do parties, like they have Eventbrites. You could do a family reunion and set up a family reunion and use Eventbrite, and you just send an email out to people with the link so they can sign up. It could be
Uh-huh.
free. It could be free. You can set up a price. That's how. Actually, I'm gonna talk to you about music. I'm gonna go sideways a little bit. A
Okay.
lot of independent indie artists, they use Eventbrite to sell tickets to private events. They say forget the record companies, forget Ticketmaster because they take a cut. They use Eventbrite to actually sell tickets for events,
Mhm.
and they come to Chicago. Let's say one of them Gold Link dudes, the dude is saying, "I got money all around me, and it looks
Uh,
like I'm the man." That dude, I forgot his name,
I was
but
about to say Trey Songz. Don't give me the
no,
line.
no, it's Brent Fires. Brent Fires. He's pretty
Okay.
much an independent artist, and that's what he does. He basically sets up his own tours, and he uses Eventbrite to do it. And he basically he knows from the analytics what cities is really rocking with him, and he sets up an Eventbrite to basically sell tickets. Now, I would do Eventbrite, basically wealth, I don't know, seminar. I might even do a seminar. Fuck it, a seminar. Have local people that sell. One guy he sell insurance. Another guy he sell financial services. Another guy, that's what Earn Your Leisure does. They do
Yeah.
these like seminars and shit, and then you basically sign people up after the seminar and shit. You got donuts, cookies, coffee, water. That what did that cost you? Like what, $20 to get that? And then uh basically you might have some, you might need some pretty girls there for the guys and the girls because everybody likes pretty women, or even just women. You know what I'm saying? Women are attract other people, and that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But yeah, you could just have like a seminar type of thing to, because actually black wealth is an issue. It's actually a serious issue all over America. You can just go down the middle with that, and then set up events, and can do that all over the country. Shit, you know what I'm saying? As well
Right.
as New York, or Connecticut, or um, wherever. You know what I'm saying? You can do multi-state, like multi-region. You could
Shit,
just
New
come.
York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, yeah. And you don't gotta think like, I need to wait on somebody else to pop it off. Nah, you pop that shit off. You just plan for it and you set it up. You know what I'm saying? Some people are more self starters. I get it. But uh, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it depends on your personality. You might not want to be starred and stuff, but I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, maybe you could run it past somebody that's more good at event planning and run it by them to see
That's
what
the
they think
issue
about it.
because, like, what I don't do is I don't like to do like a whole stand up presentation, right? Because I also got health issues,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I
Mm-hmm.
don't feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Not that I
You
don't be
could sit
feeling
out. You could sit out. You could sit out and do a speech. It's just gonna be a short speech, and then you probably want to have other people that are with you. You don't want to just be by yourself because they want other people there to talk. And then just have a sign up and have a slideshow of like a PowerPoint or whatever to explain the company that you sell from and what you offer. Just have some data statistics on. Don't even have to be black wealth or be race centric. It could just be wealth. I mean,
yeah.
fortune,
Well, I'm doing one
unfortunate.
like that. I'm gonna start doing a real estate one like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, wealth is a problem for everybody.
Yeah.
You can kind of have the stats on black wealth, and you can have it on Latino wealth. It's an issue for everybody, but primarily, you can zero in on Latinos and blacks if and then talk about everybody in a nutshell, and then you
Yeah.
can sell insurance. That's where I would do it because I know your problem, and I thought about that. I'm like, man, what
Yeah,
would I
the
do if I?
difficulty is that's more quantity, right? Quantity is not something that I'm really looking to deal with because not at this point. I mean, I am looking to deal with quantity, but like I'm getting sizable clients, so I'd rather have a few sizable clients than a bunch of others. But I'm about to hop off.
Okay.
I'm back in the crib about to watch this football. You want to say anything before I close out?
Oh no, just what I'm saying. I definitely be checking out your channel. I see you on mine. And I want to like get some regular uh panel discussions with you, like more regularly. If you
Yeah.
could let me know when you got some time, man, and just what I'm saying, we could chop it up about some business. So hopefully, whatever your team is winning, whatever.
Oh
I
no, my
know.
team got their ass whipped.
Yeah, Bears, man, they lost it at the wire, man. Shoot, I'm just like,
Yeah, I was
man.
happy about that. I'm going for the Browns only because Deshaun Watson is out and
Oh, all
and
right, man.
I bro. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor Alonzo Hall. Just whacked and tapped on your head with another ADH Wealth solution. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. Oh no! And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.